UDA leaders mourn Gachagua's big brother in his burial in Nyeri County.
Hello, I'm Taylor Forbes, daughter of John and Lydia, who is the second daughter of James Rariani. I am speaking on the behalf of myself and my sister, Lauren Forbes. This time when we arrived at Nairobi Airport, it was different. We would normally be greeted by Guka. This time he wasn't there to meet us. He was missing. He loved to take us to the cafe at the airport while we waited for my dad to negotiate with the rental car man. Guka loved to call our names. He was always calling Taylor, Lauren, and asking how we were. We had lots of happy times with him. He was always kind to us and we will miss him. But he will always be in our hearts. I would now like to call Melody to say a few words.
That was brilliant.
Today I have the honor of reintroducing you all to James Rariani Gachagua, as we may all call him Guka. We are all here to remember the life of the incredible hero and the legacy that he leaves on the earth. I would like to reflect on the person Grandpa was. One undeniable fact was that he was a family man. He would always put his family first, and he would give the unconditional kind of love to his family members. He always kept work away from home. He was always devout to grandma and would always ask every evening after work, "What would you like for me to bring home?" To me, Grandpa was one person who would make sure everyone in the house is happy and at peace at home, all well, and home was one peaceful place and always felt like a sweet paradise. He really enjoyed celebrations and always loved celebrating birthdays of his loved ones, his inclusive and festive holidays. On birthdays, he would always make sure that ice cream and cake will always be there. He was one who loved adventures. To us, he was the best travel buddy. Wherever he plans to go, he would always like to be accompanied by his family, and also love seeing us excited for the trip and way happier when we arrive to the destination. Before every journey, he would always give Shosho the chance to pray for the journey that we will set out for. He was a self-driven person in that he always believed in hard work and self-motivation. With God's guidance and help, would always bring positive results, and that's what he applied in his businesses. To us, he was a man that we will look up to be. He was a man of immediate action, where he will say he will do it, he does it wholeheartedly. He was the kind of man who would follow up and do what he can to his level best. He was the one who would hold one's hand even when the times were rough. He was always there. So in concluding our memory on the life of Guka, I believe our Guka, Mr. James Rariani Gachagua, was one of the best people you may ever had the honor to meet him. A man that greatly impacted in everyone's life in the most positive way. He made sure his family members and those that were around him have the same principles as his. For sure, we are one of the luckiest to be blessed with a grandpa like him that was like a father, best consultant, mentor, cheerleader, dearest friend, and so much more. He will always be forever in our hearts. He will always be our most amazing grandfather ever, and we loved you so much, and we will always love you, Guka. Thank you so much for working with us this far and knowing you always had our back. And also, I would like to thank Shosho for also being like a mom too, for being super supportive and being extra caring and being the best storyteller. Thank you so much, Shosho. Also, thank you to your children too, Mom, and the rest of your siblings. And I'll also say thank you as a family for always being there each time and being super supportive and caring and always being there for each other. Thank you so much.